Hello everybody, we are geared up for our springtime video, hence why I'm wearing this hat. I might turn it backwards, but I actually kind of like it. I'm normally not a hat person, but I think that this one is actually really cute. Even though it's kind of shading my face a little bit, you know, I'm okay with it. So anyways, I wanted to do a springtime DIY type of video for you all. I am not a DIY queen, I'm not a sun DIYer, I'm literally nothing. I'm so bad at DIYs. I'm actually gonna flip this. Thug life. Alright, I am so bad at DIYs, but that's kind of why I wanted to try them out myself, and I'm also cheap and I like doing cheap things. I made a Christmas wreath for my roommate and I, and it was made entirely of stuff from the dollar store with like little ornaments and stuff on it. It was honestly probably $5 altogether, but it was way worth it because I'm not somebody who wants to spend a lot of money on decorations that you're just going to get rid of within a couple of months. So we are starting on our 3 DIYs today, and I will show you how I made them. I'll do like a voiceover kind of explaining, and then I will at the end show you all of my finished results from all of these so that way you can see how mine came out. I am going to warn you, we had 2 really cute ones, very cute, they're sitting right here, and 1 huge massive fail. So as I said, I'm not a DIYer. I like try to be, but I just really am not. It has never been in my DNA or my genes to be like good at DIY. I did take painting lessons at one point, and the instructor kicked me out. I was like a 7-year-old, and she told my parents that I was only there to socialize because I was like a talkative kid and like not that great at painting. I don't know. So overall, that's like my extent of my artwork is like art classes at school and some painting lessons when I was younger. So I am just as excited as you guys are to show you how these turned out. So let's get right on into it with our first DIY. So this is all of the stuff that I got for my DIY. We got canvases, foam letters, some ribbon, a pot. I got one of those foam wreaths, some glitter, napkins, Mod Podge, paintbrushes, Easter eggs, some cute little butterflies, some fake flowers, and then last but not least, some paint. So this is everything for all 3 DIYs that we're going to be doing today. So this is a really bad spot to do this, but my only other spot that was available was over at the table over there, and that was not happening. So we are just going to try to do it over here. Excuse the fact that you can only see from my mouth down, it's fine. So for this one, we have our pot, we have our little bottle of Mod Podge. I brought over the paintbrushes that I bought, and then I brought over these napkins, and they say enjoy the simple pleasures on them. So I think the goal is going to be to try and Mod Podge this little pot with the napkin. I saw Sophia Nygaard, hopefully I'm saying that right. I saw her do a video where she had done this to a pair of flats, and I thought that would be really cute to do to like a tiny little pot like this and see how it comes out. So that is what we're gonna do right now. So from here on out, I feel like we're gonna do most of this voiceover style just because it's easier. Spend 10 minutes trying to get your brushes out of the package because it's impossible. And I'm also going to try and fast forward a lot of this because I don't think that you need to see all this. So, first things first, take a napkin and your paintbrush. Alright, so now you're going to take out your napkin, show it to the camera, lay it down. Go and get out your scissors because I forgot that we needed those. Then you're going to just cut out one of the squares of the napkin. For me, I purposely picked one of the ones that said to enjoy the simple pleasures. And then you're going to, once again, show it to the camera. So then you're going to put away the napkin, take out the Mod Podge, and you are going to get started placing the paper onto the pot and then Mod Podging over it. I quickly realized that that was not going to work, and I decided to put the Mod Podge behind the napkin and then push the napkin onto the little pot instead. And then you're pretty much just going to repeat that process all over until you have the napkin completely secured. You can always feel free to like trim the edges whenever you need to, but overall that's going to be like the pretty simple process, and you're just going to keep repeating that all the way around the pot. I'm not going to bore you with the rest of it, but I pretty much just touched up all of the little pieces, and then we were done, and you will see the final product in a second, so keep watching. My itty bitty little pot. I think that this could be such a cute little DIY if you're doing it for like a little succulent or something. I honestly think that the Mod Podge worked really, really well. I think that it did a really good job, and like the only thing that you have to be careful of is that you're putting on the Mod Podge enough that it's going to stay down all like the inside, like a little bit of the inside of mine too is like kind of folding up. But I think if you actually put a plant in here, like a little succulent or something, like this would be so cute to just like have on your like bedside table, or like on a little like accent table to like have a little plant in your house with like a little cute saying. I suggest that people do this one because I think this one's really, really cute and it was super, super easy. For this next DIY, we're gonna be making the cute little springtime like wreath thing. I don't know if I bought enough flowers at the dollar store. I think that I may have, depending on how well I do my placement and things like that. But yeah, I bought like all of these, so hopefully we should be good. I bought these cute little butterflies, which will take up some area on it. And then I also bought these little, they're like fake foam eggs. I think they're like styrofoam. And the one thing in this DIY that is not included from the dollar store is just going to be a glue gun. What I'm gonna do is cut the flowers off, glue them all in here, put that stuff on top, and we'll see how it looks and how it comes out at the end. So I am just as curious as you are to see where this ends, so stick with me. So like I said before, you're really just going to be gluing a bunch of these flowers on. You can also try and stick them into the foam, but they don't really stick down very well. So I really do suggest just like hot gluing a bunch of them all over the entire wreath. And then you're just going to go in and do the exact same thing with the tiny little eggs, and pretty much just keep hot gluing all of the flowers and eggs until your entire wreath is covered. It's really a pretty simple DIY. It's not very hard at all. I feel like anyone can do it. And then add your cute little butterfly, and you can either hot glue that or twist the wire around, and then you are pretty much done. My little springtime wreath. I'm actually really proud of how this came out. I honestly thought that it would have been worse. Look at the cute little butterfly. I personally thought that it would have came out way worse than this. I didn't think even when I was doing it that it would look this good. And the one thing I have to know is that the flowers from the dollar store are all pretty bent, especially these small ones. There's like little blue ones that are all in here in between these like huge ones. Those ones are very, very bent, and it's not something that you can really see on camera, but like if you take a little bit of like a closer look, you can kind of see they're all folded, they're all bent. But I think when you put them all together, it actually kind of looks really cute. And honestly, if you're hanging this in like a dorm or your first apartment like me and my roommate, you know what I mean, it's really not that big of a deal whether it's perfect or not. It's not your home, or if you just want to hang it on the wall as like some spring decor. I honestly think that this could be like really, really cute. I didn't film very good transitions, but here's the next one. I changed into a shirt for this. And we're just going to get started on painting. You pretty much just paint the canvas, whatever color you'd like. I picked yellow and pink. I also put Mod Podge and glitter over these foam letters, just make them a little more interesting before we stick them on the board, and then let that dry overnight as well. For the sake of keeping this video as short as possible, take all your letters, put them in whatever words that you had planned out onto your boards, and then you are going to take each board and you're going to hot glue this ribbon to the back of each one, so that way they're lined up and they go well together, and voila, you are done with this DIY. Lastly, we have our failed DIY, RIP, pour one out, our awful DIY that just came out. I wouldn't say terrible, but I wouldn't say it came out well. I would not hang this in my room. It looks like this. It is such a fail. It's not even funny. I think that the paint from the dollar store would have been fine, but the brushes made this actual canvas come out really, really streaky. There's like all these like holes where there's just like no paint because the paint like didn't stick to the canvas. And then there was like the huge disaster of these foam letters. They were so hard to get out of that little foam letter, like the thing that it comes in like the sheet, that a lot of them just ended up ripping, or they ended up being like very, very deformed. Like the T and the M, like they just were not having it. They were not coming out smoothly like whatsoever. The glitter really like did not stick very well, only stuck to certain places. I do think that like in essence it's a cute idea with like the little ribbons and like the little canvases, but this would be something that you would definitely have to spend more money on. I think $1 is just not enough. You're not going to get good brushes, you're not going to get good paint. These could have been, you know what I mean, wooden letters that you hot glued on rather than just like the foam letters that I tried to make. I don't know. Overall, I would say this is such a fail. It's like not even funny. But I think the wreath and the pot kind of like make up for it. So we're just gonna pretend like this didn't happen. Yeah, so guys, I hope you enjoyed my spring DIY from the dollar store. I like think that I am the type of person where I would not want to spend a lot of money on decor, so I thought that would be a fun video to kind of like kick off my channel with and really get started on like showing you guys my personality and things like that. And I think doing DIYs is so much fun. I'm just not good at them. Like, I'm such an average DIYer that I think it's like fun doing it as an average DIYer and showing everybody else like, yes, I am completely average. I have ones that come out awful and there's ones that come out great, or you know what I mean, there's ones that just come out somewhere in the middle. And I think that that's something that like you don't see a lot from a lot of DIYers, because it's usually people who are really, really good at it, really artistic, really creative, really great. So I just want to be like that average person doing DIYs for the fun of it and just showing everybody how they come out. And I also want to be realistic. Like, I want to show how they come out on a realistic basis, and that's kind of what I'm doing. If I'm going to do any DIYs in the future, I want to make sure that they're all really like realistic about how the things actually come out and what they really do look like. So if you guys want to see any more DIYs from me in the future, or you have anything that you'd like me to try and realistically average DIY, let me know in the comments below. My Instagram, you can go and follow. It's Chloe Wigs. So CHLOEWIGS at gmail.com. Sorry, on Instagram. I am considering getting like a Snapchat, but I don't even know. Just let me know if you would add me on there. And I will see you all in my next average video. Bye.